I want absolutely nothing to do with him.
Get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right.
So my eyes are swollen yet again from another night of no sleep and crying. No, I just have to get on with my life. I have to get on with my day. So let's do that while I tell you a little story. So it started off where my son got diagnosed and re-diagnosed at that, and everything just seems to be going wrong in my life. I really have to step back and kind of re-evaluate everything that was happening, and I realized that I was at a space where I don't feel like I am in a valley. I feel like I am rock bottom, buried beneath a rock bottom, and there's absolutely no way out. So I started to reevaluate my life. As I said, I started looking to other things, looking into other areas of my life, and I could not find one thing that was looking up for me. And I felt that regardless of how hard I pray and how much I pray, I was just being buried and beaten even more so. Now I know a lot of my Christian friends, them are going to beat me bad for this, and I expect all the nasty comments in the comment section. I expect everybody who said, "Oh, I believe in Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior," to come at me hard, and that is fine because this is my experience, not yours. No, I have been faithful. I think I have been walking with Christ on my journey before now, and I feel like at this point, when the cancer came back, just when I was about to see a little glimmer of sunshine within my life, I was at a point where I don't know who this person is. Who is this person? Who am I? I cannot look in the mirror at myself because I was feeling some kind of self-hatred. I believe that I was somewhat sabotaged. I mean, I have two children. One has stage 4 cancer and one with autism. I feel like everything in my life is failing. I don't see where I am supposed to be going. And oh my God, look at my shoes, all I beg bread. Water coming up on my shoes. And I am working and I cannot afford basic necessities. No, what is the purpose of him? What is the purpose of having him in my life if he cannot make me comfortable? What is the purpose of having him in my life if this is all I have to live, subpar and below average? No, as I said, I was struggling, and I am not afraid to say that I was struggling. And sometimes I don't even talk about it because other persons might not understand. How can you be struggling when you have him? How can you be struggling when you have somebody that is so great and big and wonderful? But when you're not experiencing the big and wonderful and the greatness, then or when you don't see it from the point of view of where you are beneath rock bottom, buried beneath rock bottom, then it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying, because when you are in that state, and when you're in that state of depression, and everything is giving you anxiety, and you do not know how to dig yourself out. When you're feeling the way you are feeling, you have to learn to process your feeling and get past that. So I was at the realization, I came to the point where I was like, I do not need this man. I do not need him. He is not doing anything for me. So it is time for me to move on with my life and move past this, because maybe I am forcing something that is not necessarily there, right? So I stopped praying. I stopped praying because I'm angry with God. How can you curse my womb? How can you curse my womb? I am a nice, clean, decent person, right? How can you curse my womb? How can you give me such a burden to carry? And then everybody is like, oh my God, you're so strong. You got this, and God is working it out for you. But you don't know how I am battling. You don't know how I am dealing with this. You don't know the anger and the resentment and every other feeling that is going through my body, and the fact that I have to be working this out for myself. I mean, not if my own mother cannot understand why I do not believe or worship the way I used to worship, or pray the word that I used to pray, because it has been hard for me, and I have to dig myself out of this state for myself. I respect my husband so much because he allowed allowed me to be there while he silently tried to encourage me on, to continue to pray and continue to believe and continue to trust God. I am sharing this because I had to leave him. I had to break up with him. And then in the midst of it, it's like I could not leave him, because within all of it, my soul kept singing. My soul kept rejoicing. So I could not leave him, even though I tried to left, and I feel like I had to leave because I see other persons around me prospering and they do not believe and they're living their best life. How can they be living their best life when I, a believer, struggling, suffering, unable to feed my children, unable to take care of my children, and I am suffering, and I am supposed to be the daughter of a king? How can that even be possible? So I tell you, I had to leave him. And then I realized I could not leave him, because in my heart, in my soul, there was a song that keep playing. It is well, it is well, it is well with my soul. And for some reason, I could not leave him. I had to keep going. I had to keep praying. I had to keep pushing through. And it took months to get to this point where I resume praying and resume by faith. And I'm standing here tonight as I'm recording this to say it is by faith that I am still here. It is by faith that I was able to see that the devil was trying to pull me away from him, because he was showing me everything that was going wrong in my life, and I was blinded by the fact and by the anger, and I had to sit down and work it out with my Jesus, with my Father, and ask him for his forgiveness, ask him for grace to carry me through. So as I continue to go, pray for me and I'll pray for you.